Today, we're going to take a moment to appreciate 10 of the strangest last meals that death row inmates have requested, and make sure you stick around because the last one might be the craziest. Let's get started, shall we? Number 10. Vegetarian pizza. Ew, even that just sounds gross. Philip Workman murdered a police officer while robbing a Wendy's restaurant in 1982. In 2007, he was executed by lethal injection. But not before requesting that the prison give a large vegetarian pizza to a homeless person in Nashville. Despite the selfless nature of his request, the prison refused to honor it. However, when his request was made known to the public, hundreds of citizens across Tennessee brought pizzas to homeless shelters on the day of his execution. Number 9. Dirt. James Edward Smith murdered an insurance executive during the commission of a robbery. His mental competency was long argued, and he was a known practitioner of voodoo and black magic. He also took credit for a list of sacrificial killings, though these were never proven. Before his execution in 1990, he requested a bowl of Rakunda dirt, a material often associated with voodoo practices. Unfortunately, he was denied and settled instead for a much less menacing cup of yogurt. Number 8. An olive. Victor Fugger kidnapped and murdered a doctor hoping to steal drugs from him in the summer of 1960. For his heinous crimes, he was sentenced to die on March 15, 1963. Before being executed, he requested a single olive with the pit still inside. He wished for the pit to be planted so that a tree might grow as a symbol of peace. Getting a lot of mixed signals from these guys, honestly. Number 7. Jolly Rancher. Gerald Lee Mitchell was just 17 when he shot and killed 2 people during separate botched robberies. Before being executed in 2001, he requested a bag of assorted Jolly Ranchers hard candy. Number 6. Dinner and a movie. Ronnie Lee Gardner shot a man in the face, killing him. For his crime, he faced a firing squad in Utah in 2010. But prior to his execution, he requested a steak, lobster tail, apple pie a la mode, and a 7-Up. What was bizarre, though, was that he also asked for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which he watched while reading Divine Justice by David Baldassi during the mandatory 48-hour fast that preceded his execution. And say what you will, but that guy has taste. Or had taste. Moving on. Number 5. KFC. Andrew Chan and Myoran Sukumaran were convicted of smuggling heroin from Australia to Indonesia as a part of a group known as the Bali 9. The offense was punishable by death in Indonesia, and despite years of efforts by the parents of the accused, the Australian government and human rights lawyers as well, to have them extradited to Australia, the pair were executed on April 29, 2015. Prior to their execution, they requested a meal from KFC, which is popular both in Australia and Indonesia. Number 4. All the calories. Yeah, I know what I said. Gary Carl Simmons earned the nickname The Butcher after gutting, decapitating, and dismembering one person and kidnapping, raping, and torturing another. I suppose in his defense, the pair had come to his home to collect drug money. Still, it may have been of an overreaction, just saying. The Butcher was executed on June 20th, 2012, but the night before he requested an epic meal including 1 Pizza Hut Supreme Deep Dish Pizza with double mushrooms, double onions, double jalapeno peppers, and double pepperoni, a second pizza with 3 cheeses, olives, bell peppers, tomatoes, garlic, and Italian sausage, 5 pounds of Parmesan cheese, 10 cups of ranch dressing, 8 ounces of jalapeno nacho cheese, 4 ounces of sliced jalapenos, 2 10-ounce cherry Cokes, 2 large strawberry shakes, 2 pints of strawberry ice cream, 1 family-sized bag of Doritos nacho cheese flavor. The total calorie count of this smorgasbord? Just 29,000 calories. Number 3. Radishes. Stephen Wayne Anderson lived a tortured life of severe abuse and eventually settled into a life of crime, one that resulted in a murder committing during a break-in. Over his 2 decades on death row, he became an award-winning writer, and prior to his execution requested 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, a pint of cottage cheese, a mixture of hominy and corn, a slice of peach pie, chocolate chip ice cream, and for dessert, a bunch of radishes. Number 2. Pecan pie. A deeply troubled man, Ricky Ray Rector was considered by many to suffer mental retardation that should have rendered him unable to be executed. The argument states that he had no grasp on the reality of what was happening, and many point to his last meal as proof. He requested steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid, and a slice of pecan pie, setting the pie aside and telling the guard he was, quote, saving it for later. In just a moment, we'll tell you the #1 entry on our list, but first make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon right now. After you click the bell, comment notification squad below, and I will cry to all of you saying thanks.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it, it really works.
#1. Everything. No, I'm serious. Lawrence Russell Brewer was instrumental in the savage and barbaric, racially motivated murder of James Byrd Jr. When it came time for his final meal, Lawrence Brewer ordered almost everything he could think of, and this list included 2 chicken fried steaks with sliced onions dripping in gravy, 1 triple meat bacon cheeseburger with everything on the side, 1 cheese omelet with ground beef, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, and jalapenos, a big bowl of fried okra with ketchup, 1 pound of barbecued meat and half a loaf of white bread, 3 fajitas with all the toppings, 1 Pizza Hut Meat Lovers pizza, 1 pint of Bluebell vanilla ice cream, a slab of peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts on the top, and of course, last but not least, 3 root beers. While the sheer quantity of food may be shocking, perhaps the strangest aspect of his request was that when it arrived, he simply told the guards that he was quote-unquote not hungry. That's a power move if I ever heard one. And that's our video for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on one of the 2 videos above us, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.